Hello, BookTube. As you can see, some of you who've been following me on Instagram have actually seen the process. I'm trying to clean up this little man cave thing I've got going out here. It's a little room off the porch, and spent a lot of time rearranging and straightening up. Hopefully it looks a little better. I had to take my son out today. He wanted a new airplane model, a World War II fighter, so we went out and we found him that. He needed some paints and stuff. While we were out, we stopped at Listen, the charity shop, and I found a bookcase. I'll show that on Instagram once I get it set up. Pretty solid thing, so I was glad I had him with me. So it's only waist high, a little higher than waist high probably, but heavy, and the shelves look like they could take some serious weight, which is nice. And while I was there, I couldn't resist. I went into the book room, and they had some stuff, and I was glad I did. So I'll just show you what I got. The first thing here is I've got one of these Chatham River Press things. Very handsome. It's Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. And it's... let's see, it's the illustrated Sherlock Holmes Treasury as the Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, Memoirs of Sherlock Holmes, The Return of Sherlock Holmes, The Hound of the Baskervilles, A Study in Scarlet, A Sign of the Four, The Adventure of Wisteria Lodge, and The Adventure of Bruce Partington Plans. And it's unabridged with original illustrations by Sidney Paget, plus additional illustrations by George Hutchinson and Frank H. Townsend. And here's the inside here. Nice end papers. They're a solid thing. Here we go. There's the author. Here we go, another illustration. This type of thing. So I'm very happy to have it. I have quite a bit of Sherlock Holmes. I like these different editions, so really nice to have. The next thing, and these again are two that I've read, but I like the copy. Seafarer is the press, and I don't know them. This is an omnibus edition, Ken Follett, two complete novels, The Key to Rebecca and The Man from St. Petersburg, so very early novels. Look at the author, looking very young. And I love both of these. So I've had them in paperback. I don't think maybe I've had them in hardback, but I don't remember. But I'm glad to have this. In this room, I kept Follett's Pillars of the Earth and World Without End, but his thrillers I tend to put in another room. So nice to have that. And then a couple of these are going to be like this. This is a follow-up to what I found the last time I went to Listen. This is a Genesis of Shinara, The Gypsy Morph by Terry Brooks. This is the third of these Genesis of Shinara volumes. I found the second, and now I just need to find the first, but maybe if I go back, they'll have it. So the first is Armageddon's Children, which I don't have, and then I have the Elves of Sintra that I found the other day. So I like these Shinara books. They were what we had to follow up with Tolkien. There was a big need in the publishing world to have these kind of volumes, and Terry Brooks has been doing this for a very long time, and so I'll give it a read. And the next one's a series that I haven't read, but I'm starting to pile them up. I don't know why I haven't read them. They look like they're designed for me. These are the Destroyermen by Taylor Anderson. I love maritime fiction and I love science fiction. I love fantasy, and this is sort of a mashup type thing. A few of you reached out to me and told me that you really enjoyed them, and so that makes me eager all the more. So this one is Maelstrom. Excuse me. So this is a third of the hardbacks I found. I found two others at Listen. I got them right behind me. I found, I'll just hold them up for you. I found these two the other day. So that, with this, I'm starting a pretty decent little shelf of these. And we'll see. mean, if I'm getting them for $1 a piece, and I'm getting hardbacks like this, it's sort of nice. So we'll see how it goes. Then this is a who did this? This is a Barnes and Noble, nice paperback. It's a Siddhartha by Hermann Hesse, and a new translation by Rika Lesser, with introduction and notes by Robert A.F. Thurman. Now, I have a lot of the older translations of Hesse, and yeah, I just, for what, 50 cents or 75 cents, I can't remember. Perfect condition, and I looked through it, I didn't see any markups or anything, so yeah. What does it say in the front? I just saw something different here. Oh, it just gives a timeline of the author. That's sort of cool. And then this one, try to branch out a little bit. This is a sort of an result of BookTube and the people I watch. And I've never read a lot of ghost stories, but I do see people who really seem to like them. And this was sitting there for $1. And I thought, well, and this is another Barnes & Noble book. And this is Victorian and Edwardian Ghost Stories, edited by Richard Dalby. Nice hardback. All these will be new to me. And so this Barnes & Noble did this. So originally came out in 1995 by Robinson Publishing. And then Barnes & Noble did it by arrangement with Carolyn Graff Publishers out of the UK. It was originally published over there as the Mammoth Book of Victorian and Edwardian Ghost Stories. So it has an intro. It has Ghost by Anonymous. It has Joseph Sheridan LaFanu, Dinah Maria Mullet, Fitzjames O'Brien, Charles Dickens, another Anonymous, Henry James, Mary E. Braddon, Harriet Beecher Stowe, Rhoda Broughton, Amelia B. Edwards, Erkman Shawtrain, J.B. Hardwood, Frank Cowper, Theo Gift, J.E.P. Muddock, Richard Marsh, Bram Stoker's The Judge's House, Grant Allen, E. Nesbitt, Ralph Adams Cram, Lettice Galbraith, W.C. Murrow, Alice Perrin, Robert W. Chambers, Robert Benson, Thomas Nelson Page, H.P. by S. Baring-Gould. He is a name familiar to me. Yuki Onna by Lafcadio Hearn, The Ash Tree by M.R. James, Alan Upward, A.C. Benson's is that the Slipe or Skype? Yes, Slipe House. Bernard Capes, Alice Perrin, Clive Pemberton, Tom Gallen, Henry James again, F. Marion Crawford, The Moonlit Road by Ambrose Bierce, The Forbidden Floor by Alexander Harvey, The Shadow by E. Nesbitt, and The Gateway of the Monster by William Hope Hodgson. So I don't know any of them. I've never read any of them. So this is brand new to me. Try to branch out a little bit. And then this last thing I got because when Steve was here, Steve Donahue, his channel's the same name. When he was here, he picked up Masada by Ernest K. Gaughan. And that was originally titled The Antagonist. And you got it in a nice paperback. And he may already have this volume. If he does, that's fine. Like I say, it's $1. It doesn't cost anything. But it's a hardback of the follow-up novel, The Triumph. Again, by Ernest K. Gaughan. So I'll leave him a little note and see if he's interested in having this. He can put it on his shelf here, or I can send it down to him at Hyde Cottage. When did this thing come out? I've read Ernest K. Gaughan. He's done a real wide variety of stuff. I always thought he was a wonderful writer. Let me see. This came out in 1986. It does appear to be a first edition, but it's in pretty good shape. There's the author. What a picture, huh? Yeah, quite a good writer. I remember him from back in the day. You'd see him in the bookstores a little more often than you do now. I'm going to try to make a pile of these so that I can actually do a Steve Pyramid. Speaking of Steve, so here we go. Not too bad. You know, not too bad for not even realizing I was going to stop this morning, but Hope everyone's doing well, and we will see you soon. Thank you, BookTube.